Hey everybody, it's John here once again with another review today. Today I got something I've been really wanting, been saving up forever to get it. And it is the Bachmann Thomas. It just came today through Amazon Prime. Basically what I want to say about that is if you're a usual Amazon shopper, you go on there a lot, get Amazon Prime. But if you're not, maybe not. That's basically what I'm saying about that. But hey, I really didn't expect the face to be this small. I was expecting it to be bigger, but that's a good thing. Because I want to, if I ever get another one, I might end up giving it a CGI face. Or, something like that. But, alright, so, got scissors here. Also, I got the rolling stock. I got some things from the train show. And then Scruffy from a very long review. I might have to end up putting this down so I can get the Bachmann Thomas out. Blister packs! Alright, so I cut this side off right here. I think I can come in for the unboxing right here. Maybe. Hopefully. Just no, maybe so. Right, I use my tablet as of now because I haven't gotten a camcorder, but man, I can't even get this out yet. I bet many people are going to comment, be like, oh, I got these out in 2 seconds and I cut it from the side, or whatever. Well, good for you. Good job. You want a gold sticker for that? Good. I'm going to come back when I cut this bottom part off. Oh, sorry guys. I thought that I paused the camera for a second. Fail on me. Alright, utterly destroying the packaging. Lo and behold, I can get them out. Also, I have a band-aid on because I cut myself last night trying to do something, but that doesn't matter. Ooh, I gotta set the camera down as I do this. No, I think I can get it out. There we go. Woohoo! This thing's coupling rods, I think, are frozen. I'm not frozen, but they're cold because they came in the mailbox, and So under here it says the Bachmann logo, so it's not a knockoff. It's official. Duh. Only complaint I have about this is this face. It doesn't really look like Thomas at all, but I'm fine with it, really. If you get 2 of these, I recommend getting like a Trackmaster face, taking this one out, taking the eye mechanism out, and gluing that on. That'd be a good thing to do. It's just this face. It doesn't really look like Thomas that much. But Bachmann had a different aim to replicate the characters on the show, like how they actually were. But Hornby's was to represent the actual engine. Thank you to Semi-Ski for pointing that out for us. So he has his tail lamp, splash of white paint, which is good detail. It just really looks like Thomas. It's a basic little thing, but it's Thomas. What more can you literally say? Now I'm going to get him on the rails. It's back and forth. I think it's on. Let me get my trusty controller right here, and woohoo! Look at him go. He's sort of jumping a little bit just because. Alright, I'm going to park Thomas right there. I'm going to get my Bachmann Scruffy out. I saved up, my mom bought him for me off Amazon because I'm 13. I don't have a credit card or an Amazon account. My mom does. So, that's what I do. And the tar wagon, which I got from the train show. Now, reverse Thomas. I know I should have let him run for a little bit to get his oil and stuff going, but he'll be fine. We'll give him runs. Look at him go. I might go in on more close-ups later on the model, but as of now, just going to watch him run. Alright, I'm gonna try and pull off one of these shots. Let me try and get more level right here. Alright, now I'm going to look at more of the details. Alright, so on the bottom here it's pretty bland, you know, nothing really. On the front you have the lantern right there. And you also have these dummy couplings, which is seen in the television series. But what has me puzzled right here, there's a coupling right here on the back. We turn on the front. What's there? Void. Nothing. That is really a shame because Thomas and Percy, I've seen this with the Bachmann Percy too, they've been seen in the television series hauling goods forwards and backwards because he's a shunter. He's supposed to do that. It's been seen also with the James, I believe, but he's not really seen doing that as much as anyone else. But it's really a shame for these guys. Also, I said earlier about the eye mechanism. These eyes, they move. When you put the model on the tracks and you have it going, it looks backwards and forwards. Just in case if you didn't see it. Couple up its rolling stock. There we go. It's on. Now what I'm gonna do is, see? I know this is really bad to do. Oops. See, you know, if many people did watch my videos, they'd be screaming at me saying, "You're not supposed to hold the models back." Well, this is just for a bit of fun. It was only for a few seconds too, so it shouldn't damage the model. But I don't recommend that you do that though. Now, what I really am very perplexed about is, if I slow down this model right here, what I'm really perplexed about is, these have the hook and loop couplings, as you can see here. We go to my Bachmann rolling stock, which is the majority of these models have. They have knuckle couplers. That's actually that's a shame. Because if you could have Thomas hauling around a goods train like that, it'd be more compatibility. Or, like, they could have had these models have the hook and loop couplings. Or these models have knuckle couplings. Personally, I much prefer hook and loop couplings over knuckle. But if they had these on them, those knuckle couplings, let me get a zoom in right there. If they had those on it, it would really hide this right here, the hook and loops, because they're sort of bulky, not as big as the Hornby ones though. But you know, it would have hidden it more, and it would have looked as if he was properly coupled up. What? So that's a bit, you know, sad. I know the majority of British HO stuff, you know, stuff like that, has these couplings, but why didn't we just do it here in the UK, the US? I don't live in the UK. That's that's a bit of a shame, because I've watched a lot of IC82 videos, and the United Kingdom Bachmann stuff, they have all of this. They have these hook and loop couplings. And they make it look good. So let's say that you visit the United Kingdom. You can't, once you come back, if you come with one little engine, and let's say that it's, I don't know, a Flying Scotsman or Evening Star or something like that that's supposed to haul freight around, but you don't realize it because you don't open it yet or something like that. You may have ordered it online or something. And let's say that you have Bachmann coaches with these. You can sort of manipulate them. I've done that with my Scruffy and Tar Wagon, but that damages the couplings. That's the only problem that I have. So that's a bit of a shame, you know? Also, this Thomas, I'm going to have to say, I could probably give this a 9 out of 10. 1 minus just because of the face, but I can live with that. I love this. Has the headlamp at the back. You know, doesn't have cab details because the motor's inside, which is understandable. Whistle detail. Do we get that today on our Trackmaster toys, boys and girls? No, no, no. Well, we do sometimes, but more detailed on the majority of models, they don't paint them. I don't know why. Also, this model has spoked wheels, which is good because in TV show, Thomas has spoked wheels. Some trains, or just some display ones, they don't have spoked wheels. And it doesn't really bug me, but if this Thomas didn't have spoked wheels, I would probably be pretty mad. So that's good. There's a vacuum pipe right there on the back. Only thing I'm worried about for this model is these buffers and the dummy couplings. If you have Thomas really shunt, let me just do this. If you have him shunt really hard a long line of rolling stock, that's going to end up bad because either the dummy coupling's going to break or the buffers are going to break. So, and they're very small too. Rolling stocks, and they're not as big, and I don't think they'll snap off unless you're very rough. But, you know, kids, if the majority of kids are going to have these, they're going to have Thomas shunt. So I'm pretty sure these buffers aren't going to last long. But I'm a person who, I'm not as destructive as I was as a kid. I took apart everything, and I actually regret that because it took apart a lot of Thomas models. You know, so I don't think for younger children these buffers are going to last. If you have it shunt something like, I don't know, this. They don't have buffers to, like, soften the blow. And, for example, Scruffy here, he's going to end up, the coupling, well, and all of them, of course, are going to hit right here. They're not going to, you know, do that. This hook and loop coupler is coming right at that dummy coupling. So that's probably going to snap off too. And also, just to get a scale of this, we'll probably put down the controller. Because if you're a model railwayer, you know Bachmann controllers. It's right around halfway. I thought that it was going to be bigger, as I said earlier. But hey, I'm fine with that. I love this model. It looks very nice. And it looks like Thomas, minus the face, of course. But hey, you know. So, here's my final say on this. If you're a Thomas fan, you have your model railway, buy it. Right now, I got this for like $50. In the catalog, I think it said it was like $80 or something. I say, shop online for these. Don't buy it straight from Bachmann unless it's like Scarloey or Oliver. I don't even think he's out yet. If he was, I would have gotten him because I love Oliver. Quite a few favorites that didn't make it into the list because I didn't have them. So basically, you know, I say only buy it from the actual company itself if it's not online, something like that. But really, go to Amazon or something because this guy right here was $50. People say that that's a bit overpriced, but if you're a model railwayer, you understand that. So, that's all I gotta say. If you're a Thomas fan and you like model trains, buy it. But if you're a serious model railwayer, you might not end up buying a Thomas on your layout. I probably rate as a 6 in seriousness to model railway, because I buy real trains and model trains, but I'm definitely going to have Thomas stuff. No dip. So basically, if you're just a fan of Thomas, getting into the hobby, buy it. But don't just buy it just because. Don't just go out and buy them just because, if you're just going to have them sit on a shelf for eternity. I recommend just doing that with some of the classic stuff like Trackmaster, Wood, and Take and Play. They're more reasonably priced. Buy these if you're into the hobby and you like Thomas. But if you're serious about model railways, or you're just getting into the, if you're serious about it, or you just want it just because, maybe not. So as I said earlier, I give this a 9 out of 10. That's basically all I have to say about that. If you want to see other videos about Bachmann Thomas, you can YouTube it. I recommend Simierski. He compares Hornby and Bachmann. I'm really a person, I said earlier that I like Hornby more, but I'm fine with both companies. So that's all I have to say about that. Before we go, though, I'm going to have some shots of Thomas steaming along the tracks. Well, if you can hear background noises, that's just some things being shuffled around, That's, that's basically it for this video. If you enjoyed, like, dislike, it's your opinion, comment. I read every comment and I respond to all comments. So, that's it for now. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.